Hey everybody, been a little while. I've been sick the last few weeks actually. Bit of a sinus infection, but everything's looking up. I can finally taste food again. That's a big plus. Certainly improves your mood. I did get this in the mail recently, and this is a stainless steel version of something that I already have in polycarbonate. If you're on AliExpress, you'll probably recognize these. The stainless steels came out first, the polycarbonates came out later. I got the polycarbonate first, and I've already done a video on this, so we're not going to get into too much detail. You can go look at that video if you like. It is nice. It's got its faults though. This one was about $10 more, and it came from a store called Release Pressure Funny Life Store. Weird name. I know, it's Release Pressure Funny Life Store, but it's available at several other sites. Probably Mar.4, probably INS Works, probably who else I can't think of. Old Friend Toy Store. Actually, Old Friend Toy Store is where the plastic one came from, or the PC one. But I was worried that the stainless steel one was going to be maybe too heavy for the magnets, especially if they used exactly the same magnets that are in this. But they didn't. These magnets are stronger. They actually appear to be what I would call a wrapped magnet, and this is the first time I've seen it used in a haptic. But like, if you've grown up around magnets, refrigerator magnets, I don't know, you've seen the combination of like a steel ring around the outside of a magnet. It can help increase the strength of the magnet, and I think that that's what might be going on here, and that's fine with me. In this case, everything's flush on both sides. Like when I take out the balls, I can use this as a free-floating slider. I'll demonstrate that in a second, but the point is, they did mount all of these nice and below the surface, so there is no interference between the plates, which is, unfortunately, that is an issue with this PC one. One of those magnets is sticking up, and there's not much I can do about it. But this one does not. And again, I was saying, I'm really happy the magnets are much stronger. They're perfectly suited, I think, for the weight of the stainless steel here. And what I'd like to do is go get a screenshot. I didn't do this ahead of time, so I can't tell you what I'm going to be able to show you. But if you're, like I said, if you're on AliExpress, you're familiar with this one. It comes with, it comes in a variety of different textures etched on the outside surfaces. And I'll try to get a screenshot of that here for you next. So let's do that quick. Okay, so I'm not sure what I just was able to find for you. I know that when I looked earlier, some unfortunately were out of stock at this point. Maybe they'll get more, but some are still in stock. And largely, what you'll find, if you find it in this pattern, you can often find the same pattern in polycarbonate. Now, this polycarbonate one has the dragon etched on it, which is probably very difficult to see like this, and it's only etched on one side. But I have seen like the polycarbonate version of this and of the other textures that are available. So, but getting into it, I mean, I use it with, it comes with extra balls. The balls are 5mm. We'll double check that in a minute, but I'm pretty sure the balls are the 5mm size, a little bit bigger than usual. I like to keep 3 on each side. I know initially when I talked about the PC one, I had kept 2 in each side, but 3 seems to work best, and I've switched to 3 on both sides for both of these. That way you get a full 1, 2, 3 clicks out of it and a nice solid stop. If you take it and only put 2 on either side, you get sort of a springy stop out here at the end. But I'll show you. That's okay with this PC one because it is so light. There's not a lot of weight hanging out off the end here. But if we do it with this, we'll demonstrate it once. I mean, it's not a terribly bad difference, but... So now, if with 2 at the end, I can sort of do this little springy trick here, which is pleasant, but it also, because of it being stainless steel, it's much heavier and much more likelier to lift off when it's out here at the end. It just wants to lift off. So I prefer to keep, 3 on each side. That way there's not nearly as much leverage. It's not as easy for it to tip over, so to speak. So with the balls in, you know, you can be loud or quiet depending on how you cup it in your fingers. With the balls out, again, everything on the inside is nice and smooth. You could run it all the way up to the end and spin it around. What I always prefer to do is stop one short of the end and sort of pivot it and let it drop. But it works well either way that you prefer to do it. The price is right, I think, for something this size and of this value. And then, of course, there's all the variety of different patterns that you can get. So in the end, I'd say I recommend it. So the next thing we're going to do is look at some comparisons, I guess, and then we'll talk about weights and sizes. But here's another ball slider. It's a collaboration piece from ACEDC and 24 Cosmo stainless steel. It's a pivot ball slider. Right now I just have the 4 balls in it, so it's back and forth, similar to this. But size-wise, it's a little bit shorter, not quite as wide. Basically the same thickness, at least it feels thick, same thickness. Also, I always pull out the Mackie CP3 because it seems like a lot of people either have this or they have a clone of this. Either way, they're the same size, but that'll give you a good idea for size comparison. Now I'm holding the wrong one. Here we go. This would be a little bit shorter. This is shorter, a little bit not as wide. Thickness, it's about the same thickness. So there you have that. Let's go for weight. About 126 grams. The height is right at 50 millimeters. Width is exactly 30 millimeters. And thickness is 12. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.